Well, hello everybody, back with another video. And today we're not on the river, but we're up in the woodlot looking at one of our deer and grouse habitat restoration projects, which we did on this ridge line. So this is edge habitat. There's a field just on the other side of the tree line here, and a mix of kind of mature hardwoods along the edge, and then a lot of 30, 40-year-old hardwoods. And they were quite dense. There was a real hardwood thicket here. And 3 winters ago, just spent a couple afternoons with the spacing saw. And the idea was just to thin out everything on that first 30 meters of woods. Get rid of some of the most undesirable of the hardwoods that were here. The ones with Ys in the trunk, and also a few species that don't have much commercial value. And now we're 3 growing seasons into this, and as you can see, there's lots of regeneration going on here. Choke cherries everywhere. They're all about 6 feet, 4 to 6 feet high. And after this deer season, which starts in about a week, we're going to begin the next phase of this restoration project on this section of the woodlot. And we're going to push another 30 meters in, and we're going to come back up here and take a few of the trees out. If they're crooked, kind of like this big one here. They're crooked, but they have firewood on them. Very easy, because it's close to the edge of the field. I can drive the side-by-side here. So on the periphery of our clearing a few years ago, we're going to go in and take some of the bigger trees out that don't have saw log potential and use them for firewood. What that's going to do is it's going to open up the canopy. If you can imagine a month ago when these trees all had their leaves on, that tree, which is kind of 2 trunks, had quite the canopy on it. And so we'll probably take a couple more around there out of here. We're not going to take too many at once. This is quite a slope here, so there's a real advantage to keeping as much cover as possible on it. So we're just going to slowly remove. This is something we can do almost every year. Come in, cut a couple trees that have large canopies but no saw log potential, and open up the canopy a little more. Here's just an example of some of the thinning work we did. And overall, this project has kind of turned out as we had hoped. And when all these little choke cherries are fully leafed out from June until early October, they provide a lot of ground cover for young grouse, broods of grouse. And they also, this time of year, they provide good cover for deer. So the denser your browse is, 6 feet and below, the better. And within reason, the more open you can keep it up above, the better that regrowth is going to do. And we have some trees down here from the storm, big fir trees. And when those trees get around 30 years, 40 years old, a lot of them do get taken down in wind events. And it's just opening up the canopy. It's creating more overhead cover for grouse, places for deer to hide their fawns. So we're just going to leave those rather than clean them up, unless they're in the way. And just bear with me as we navigate this last section here. This was from 4 winters ago, and now you can see we're into 5 to 7, 8 feet of regen, and this has really become really nice whitetail habitat. So we're going to do the same thing here. After the deer season, we're going to come in and take some of the undesirable hardwoods out, open up that canopy a little bit more, and one of the byproducts of what we've been doing is we've got balsam fir seedlings sprouting up everywhere. So We're focusing on the edge habitat, providing better overhead cover for the grouse, especially important for when they have young, when they have their broods in the summer. So there we have it, folks. Just a short overview of one of the deer and grouse restoration projects we've done on the farm. And lots of work, basically an endless amount of work ahead of us. But we'll just keep picking at it and hopefully see the returns in wildlife numbers as we go on. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like video. And if you'd like to see more content related to habitat restoration, ecological forestry, and regenerative agriculture, hit the subscribe button. Love to have more people along for this journey. Thank you.